Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Qala rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We are still doing Surah Al-Qasas. I'm not sure either I said in the introduction of Surah Al-Qasas that the main theme of this surah is ilm, and the different way the knowledge, the ilm, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing that although people have knowledge, but they have to have mercy and the help of Allah to have that ilm beneficial to them. So inshallah, when we end this surah, we will go in detail about the conclusions and how it is mentioned in this surah, so we can gain some more knowledge in it. Today we start from ayah 61. Afaman wa'adna wa'adan hasana fa huwa laqihi liman mata'nahu mata'al hayati dunya summa huwa yawm al-qiyamah min al-muhzarin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that whosoever Allah already promised that Allah will give reward in Akhirah, how come that one can be the same who is striving only for this dunya? A person who is striving for this dunya cannot be equal to a person who is working for Akhirah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whosoever strive for this dunya, Allah will give him this dunya. But on the day of judgment, they will come how? Minal muhdareen. That they will come like sort of in extreme anguish and like in some sort of some capacity of imprisonment, because they have done nothing for Akhirah. وَيَوْمَ يُنَادِهِمْ فَيَقُولُ أَيْنَ شُرَكَائِي الَّذِينَ كُنْتُمْ تَزْعُمُونَ. Now this section up to the section where the story of Qarun will start, the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is presenting Tawheed, so it is not only people will think, it's logical thinking, but also a searching question. So Allah says that وَيَوْمَ يُنَادِهِمْ فَيَقُولُ أَيْنَ شُرَكَائِي الَّذِينَ كُنْتُمْ تَزْعُمُونَ. That on the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gonna call everyone who believe that whosoever they are worshipping other than Allah, or they are worshipping Allah but they are also worshipping along with Allah someone else, they believe that they will take care of them in the hereafter. So Allah will call them. So what's going to happen? قَالَ الَّذِينَ حَقَّ عَلَيْهِمُ الْقَوْلُ رَبَّنَا هَؤُلَاءِ الَّذِينَ أَغْوَيْنَهُمْ كَمَا غَوَيْنَا تَبَرَّعْنَا إِلَيْكَ مَا كَانُوا إِيَّانَا يَعْبُدُونَ. So in this, people who have lot of hope on people that they are worshipping, like they are worshipping angels, they are worshipping the messengers of Allah, and they may be worshipping awliya Allah in all the times of messenger. We will read in Surah Nuh that the pious people, the shaitan has sort of take away the guidance from the people and started worshipping those pious people, and Allah mentioned their names also. So in here also, in every nation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say that you were worshipping, and the people who are worshipping messengers or angels or awliya Allah, they have this sort of false belief that they will take care of them on the day after. So Allah is saying, no, nobody can take care of you except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So those messengers, angels, awliya Allah will say something else. And the second way people worship people is when they listen. In this surah, the story of Musa and Firaun has been mentioned. So the people who are following Firaun, they are also indirectly worshipping Firaun, because they are totally obedient to Firaun, irrespective of what the Allah wants from them or what Musa alayhi salam is asking to. So they are not following the messenger. So this ayah, قَالَ الَّذِينَ حَقَّ عَلَيْهِمُ الْقَوْلُ رَبَّنَا هَؤُلَاءِ الَّذِينَ أَغْوَيْنَهُمْ كَمَا غَوَيْنَا تَبَرَّعْنَا إِلَيْكَ مَا كَانُوا إِيَّانَا يَعْبُدُونَ. That whosoever has been already destined to go to Jahannam, these people like Fir'aun or multiple other leaders who completely misguide the followers, they will gonna say that people who are following, that these are the people who misguided us, and they will in return will gonna say that we were also misguided, so we misguided you, and they will completely renounce their following, tabarra'na, Firaun will renounce that no one is following me. I had nothing to do with, although Firaun is the one who takes so many people along with him in Jahannam. And then Firaun also going to say that they were not listening to me, they were not worshipping me. But here worshipping is that who you follow in this dunya other than the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the first ayah, وَيَوْمَ يُنَادِيهِمْ فَيَقُولُ أَيْنَ شُرَكَائِي الَّذِينَ كُنْتُمْ شُرَكَائِي الَّذِينَ كُنْتُمْ تَزْعُمُونَ is for people who worship indirectly, like the angels, the messengers, like the Jews and the Christians are doing, and awliya Allah. So this ayah will gonna come back again in the section where Allah will gonna bring the messengers out as a prosecutor witness. And this ayah is for corrupt leaders. So if you are attached yourself with corrupt leader, then you will be doing this on the day of judgment. Because you are following the corrupt leader, you are helping him to establish his rule, you are helping him to propagate his corruption and evil on the land. وَقِيلَ ادْعُوا شُرَكَاءَكُمْ فَادْعُوا فَلَمْ يَسْتَجِيبُوا لَهُمْ وَرَعَوْا الْعَذَابَ لَوْ أَنَّهُمْ كَانُوا يَهْتَدُونَ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gonna again says, okay, bring all whosoever you are calling as a deity along with me, and they will call, and there will be no answer. And then when they will see their punishment, they will realize that they were misguided and they wish that they should be on a true path. So Tawheed is such an important aspect that you have to know that you can only worship Allah. You can only call Allah, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you cannot call anyone else along with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That will also consider shirk. So this is very important. وَيَوْمَ يُنَادِيهِمْ فَيَقُولُ مَاذَا أَجَبْتُمُ الْمُرْسَلِينَ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gonna then ask the messengers, when messengers are preaching the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to their people, that what kind of answer these people have given to you. And then this also being question being posed to the people, that what did you say to the messengers when they give you the truth. So what they're going to say, فَعَمِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الْأَنْبَاءُ يَوْمَئِذٍ فَهُمْ لَا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ. Then they will not understand anything on that day what has been said. And they cannot have any kind of meetings what they used to do to falsify against the messengers in this dunya. So they will left alone. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the time for your aqidah to be correct, the time for your action to be correct, and the time for you to make tawbah is right now. Allah says, فَأَمَّا مَنْ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا فَسَيَكُونُ مِنَ الْمُفْلِحِينَ. So this is an invitation again to the people of Makkah and the leaders of Makkah, that your attitude is like this, and this is the time that you should make a tawbah, bring iman and do good deeds, and then with the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will make you in the people who will be saved on the day of judgment. And now people who are doing shirk for this day and age, people who are disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah is saying you have to make your tawbah right now, and then revive your iman, and then keep doing the good actions. Then Allah will be forgiving, and you will be the people who will be saved on the day of judgment. Another aspect of your aqidah is cleared here in the next ayah. وَرَبُّكَ يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ وَيَخْتَارُ مَا كَانَ لَهُمُ الْخَيْرَاتُ Subhanallah wa ta'ala ma yushrikun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is independent. Fa'alul lima yurid. Whatever He wants to do, He can do. No one can ask any question to Allah. So Allah, whatever wants to create, Allah create. And Allah is yakhtar. Allah is absolute in His authority. Allah is mukhtar kul. He is the one who has absolute power and absolute authority. No one can answer anything, no one can ask anything to Him, no one can ask any question to Him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, no one else that. And whatever they are saying about the deities that they are calling and they are associating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Subhanallah wa ta'ala ma yushrikun, Allah is very, very high from their shirk. Because this is all the false propaganda that they have spread on the land. وَرَبُّكَ يَعْلَمُ مَا تُكِنُّ صُدُورُهُمْ وَمَا يُعْلِنُونَ. This is the quality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah is saying Allah even knows what is in your heart that you don't show, and whatever you show, Allah knows everything, because these people, they knew, the people of Makkah, the leaders of Quraysh, that this Qur'an is truth. They knew in their heart this is truth, but in their action is totally against it. They, whatever their reason is, their evil, or whatever is their reason in their heart, but they knew in their heart that Quran is truth, but they are just, for the sake of opposition of Rasulullah, they are doing all these things. So Allah is telling them that this, I know what is in your heart and what your action is. And then Allah says, وَهُوَ اللَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُ. And you should know there is no one worthy of worship other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Lahul hamd fil ula wal akhirah. His glorification, His majesty, His highness is from the day one till akhirah, never ends. Walahul hukm wa ilayhi turja'un. And His order is the order that will prevail. No one orders will prevail except Allah. Walahul hukm wa ilayhi turja'un. And you will return only and only to Him. This ayah will repeat again because it's so important ayah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that La ilaha illahu. No one is worthy of worship other than Allah. Neither in this dunya, neither in hereafter. Order and authority belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one where you will be returning. So your return is already made, that you only gonna go back to Allah. So why don't you accept this truth and be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save yourself from the torment that has already been mentioned. قُلْ أَرَأَيْتُمْ إِنْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكُمُ اللَّيْلَ سَرْمَدًا إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ مَنْ إِلَهٌ غَيْرُ اللَّهِ يَأْتِيكُمْ بِضِيَاءٍ أَفَلَا تَسْمَعُونَ. Now this is logical thinking with an example. Allah is saying that, my beloved messengers, tell them that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue this night on you till the day of judgment, then who has the power who can stop this night and bring day? And who has the power to bring light to you? No one. No one who you are worshipping cannot do that. So why cannot you listen to the truth that Rasulullah is telling you? Again, Allah says, قُلْ أَرَأَيْتُمْ إِنْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكُمُ النَّهَارَ سَرْمَدًا إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ مِنْ إِلَٰهٌ غَيْرُ اللَّهِ يَأْتِيكُمْ بِلَيْلٍ تَسْكُنُوا فِيهَا فَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. And my beloved messenger, tell them that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep day on you till the day of judgment, then who can change that? No one. Whoever you are worshipping, they cannot do nothing that can bring night for you, that you can be peaceful and have a sleep at night. No one can change that state too other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is logical thinking, searching question. وَمِن رَحْمَتِهِ جَعَلَ لَكُمُ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ لِتَسْكُنُوا فِيهِ وَتَبْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِهِ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. So Allah is now telling you His rahmah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is so merciful that Allah has made you day and night in a way that you have peace and you can rest during the night, and then during the day you should be going and earning your livelihood, and you should be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this one blessing that Allah has given you. Now the same ayah will repeat again, which I said ayah number 62 is now repeat again. وَيَوْمَ يُنَادِهِمْ فَيَقُولُ أَيْنَ شُرَكَائِيَ الَّذِينَ كُنْتُمْ تَزْعُمُونَ. Again, the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gonna call that where are those ilahas, those deities who you are worshipping and you think that they can save you on the day of judgment. And then here, as I mentioned above, either it's angels or it's messengers or it's awliya Allah. Allah says, Allah will bring وَنَزَعْنَا مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ شَهِيدًا فَقُلْنَا هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ فَعَلِمُوا أَنَّ الْحَقَّ لِلَّهِ وَضَلَّ عَنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا يَفْتَرُونَ. That on the day of judgment, the messengers will be the prosecution, the witness, meaning they are the one who will come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gonna bring them and says, now tell me, are you the one who tell your followers that worship you? So they will renounce it. They will say, no. How can we say something like that? And Allah says, if not, the people who are worshipping the messengers, Allah will gonna tell them, okay, give your any kind of proof. Then they will know that truth belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever lies and fabrication they have spread for that, they will not gonna have any benefit from that. وَنَزَعْنَا مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ شَهِيدًا فَقُلْنَا هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ فَعَلِمُوا أَنَّ الْحَقَّ لِلَّهِ وَضَلَّ عَنْهُم مَا كَانُوا يَفْتَرُونَ. And here the portion for this discussion of Tawheed and Shirk has stopped, and now a new section will start in the next one ruku, which is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is now mentioning on a personal level. If Allah has blessed you with wealth, Allah will give you an example of a person. But in reality, these people, the person name is Qarun that Allah has given an example, exist in all societies, and they are being created by the ruling party. The ruling party was Fir'aun. So Fir'aun actually created these people like Qarun by giving them money, by giving them power, and in a way that they are the one who are traitors for their nation, so they keep their nation, sort of at the bottom. Because if you have a traitor among you, you will never gonna be able to succeed. And this has been practiced, all along. So this is the universal truth. Like when the Britishers conquer India, that's how they did. They bring the people up. They not only give them money, they also give them their, sort of lots and lots of authority. And they says, you are our sort of spies, and you are those people are the traitors for the nation. And that's why the Muslims were not able to regain the strength what they had before the Britishers overturned them. So Allah says, Inna Qaruna kana min qawmin Musa fabaga alayhim wa ataynahum minal kunuzi ma inna mafatihu litanu bil usbati ulil quwwati iz qala lahu qawmuhu la tafraha inna Allah la yuhibbul farihin. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that there was a person in the nation of Musa alayhi salam. His name was Qarun, and he was very arrogant, and he become very sort of exaltness showing, because Allah has given him so much money that even a group of people cannot carry the keys of his treasures. So that much money Allah has given him in this day and account beyond count. So one day his nation, some people in the nation have said to him that do not be proud and do not be showing exaltness, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like people who show these qualities. So if someone has money, the most poisonous thing for him is he become proud and show exaltness. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be very angry with him. Number 2, وَابْتَغِي فِي مَا أَتَاكَ اللَّهُ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةَ وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا وَأَحْسِنْ كَمَا أَحْسَنَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْكَ وَلَا تَبْغِي الْفَسَادَ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُفْسِدِينَ. So also here the second and third qualities has been mentioned, that whatever money Allah has given you on a personal level, you should use that money to build your home in the Akhirah. And you should also spend this money in the world. So the money that Allah has given you as a blessing, it will show on you. And also this money is not because you has some kind of quality that you get the money. It is the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah has blessed you with this money, this treasure. So you should help everyone. So number 1 is do not be proud. Number 2 is do not, you should make your akhirah with the money, and do not be a bakhil or a miser. Number 3 is help everyone from this blessing that Allah has given you. And the most important is do not use your money to create evil on the land. Most of the people is doing it. They create more evil if Allah has given them this money. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says Allah does not like the people who spread evil on the land from their wealth. قال إنما أوتيته على علم عندي أولم يعلم أن الله قد أهلك من قبله من القرون من هو أشد منه قوة وأكثر جمعا ولا يسأل عن ذنوبهم المجرمون. So look, when this being said to the Qarun, he replied that all this wealth I have is because I have ilm, I have knowledge. That's why I earn so much money. So the word ilm is going to keep coming in this surah, and he would not know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has destroyed very, very powerful people and very, very powerful nation, more powerful than him before. And he also forgot that if he is behaving like that, that he would not gonna be questioned on the day of judgment. Yes, he will be. فخرج على قومه في زينته قال الذين يريدون الحياة الدنيا يا ليت لنا مثل ما أوتي قارون إنه لذو حظ عظيم. So one day, that's most of the people do who has money, either they show off their cars, they show off their house, they show off their dress, they show off whatever they have, you know. Same thing Qarun did. He come out in the streets wearing very beautiful dress and lot of, you know, tip top, and then people look at him and says that Allah has blessed him so much, maybe he is very lucky, and we should be very lucky if we will be like him. And they don't realize what is he showing. He is actually doing a show off, and that's what the whole issue is, that if Allah gave you money, do not show it off to downgrade other people. So that was he was doing. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْإِلْمَ, again the knowledge, the true knowledge that will benefit you. People who have true knowledge, what they says, وَيْلَكُمْ, it is so bad for you. ثَوَابُ اللَّهِ خَيْرٌ لِمَنْ آمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَلَا يُلْقَاهَا إِلَّا الصَّابِرُونَ. وَيْلَكُمْ means is so sad that you said that, but Allah, those people have said that the truth is money is of no use. The reward that Allah will give you, it is what it matters, and you should bring your iman and do good actions. That what it will matter. And people who have nothing and they do sabr, Allah will reward them. So money is not going to help you on the day of judgment. What will help you on the day of judgment? It will help you, number one, the reward that Allah is giving you for your iman, for your good deed and your sabr. فَخَسَفْنَا بِهِ وَبَدَارِهِ الْأَرْضِ فَمَا كَانَ لَهُ مِنْ فِعَةٍ يَنْصُرُونَهُ مِنْ دُونِ اللَّهِ وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُنْتَصِرِينَ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just because he was showing off, he was walking on this earth with proud and exaltness, Allah just asked the earth to swallow him. So this earth swallow all his treasure, as well as his, along with him, and whoever so was his associate. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that there was no one who could have saved him from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأَصْبَحَ الَّذِينَ تَمَنُّوا مَكَانَهُ بِالْأَمْسِ يَقُولُونَ وَيْكَأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَبْسُطُ الرِّزْقَ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ وَيَقْدِرُ وَلَوْلَا أَمَّنَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْنَا فَخَسَفَ بِنَا وَيْكَأَنَّهُ لَا يُفْلِحُ الْكَافِرُونَ. So whosoever was, desiring that, oh, we should have all these treasures and all this show off like Qarun has, they says, oh, we are so happy that Allah save us from this punishment. And they realize that Allah has the power to increase the wealth of someone, give him more risk, or to restrict someone in their risk or in their wealth. And if Allah would not have saved us from this punishment, we would have been the losers. And people who have no belief, they will never gonna be successful. So in this one ruku, the story of Qarun has been mentioned. And as I mentioned, Qarun can be a person in single. How is he using his wealth? That is a lesson for him. But in reality, if it is a system in which the system has been created in a way to make people corrupt and keep that corrupt system and facade on the earth because of the money, that is also what is happening in this day and age. So Allah is saying that your money should not be used to sustain a corrupt system. Like Firaun, He is using his power and wealth to create these kind of people to sustain his rule. You know, when you are ruling unjustly, you have to keep people giving money and giving status and authority so they don't come after you. This is what the system of corruption is, that money will corrupt you if you do not use it as it mentioned in Qur'an. تلك الدار الآخرة نجعلها للذين لا يريدون علوا في الأرض ولا فسادا والعاقبة للمتقين. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is now giving us the conclusion that the home, the beautiful home of Akhirah, is built for those people who does not spread evil on the land, who does not transgress and break the boundaries. And the best results will gonna be for the people who fear Allah. So if you have money and you fear Allah, you will use your money just to build your house in Akhirah, not to show off, not to downgrade people, not to use your money to spread evil. Man ja'a bil hasanati falahu khairu minha wa man ja'a bis sayyi'ati fala yujzi allazina amilu sayyi'ati illa ma kanu ya'malun. And Allah says, whosoever bring good deed to me, he will get the reward, and whosoever bring his deeds, book of deeds full of bad deeds, then they will get punishment, and they will only get the punishment what they have done. Inna allazina farada alayka al-Qur'ana liradduka ila mi'ad qul rabbi a'lamu man ja'a bil huda wa man huwa fi dalalim mubin. Now this portion is, this ayah is revealed, the shan of nuzul of this ayah is when Rasulullah is actually migrating from Makkah to Medina, and he is at a point where if he goes right hand it is Medina, if he goes left hand it's Makkah. So he was very heavy hearted at that time that he is leaving Makkah, and Allah knows what is in my beloved messenger's heart at that time. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him a consolation. Allah says, my beloved messenger, I have sent down this Qur'an on you, so you are following this Qur'an and you are leaving the city which you love so much, but my promise is I will bring you back as victorious. And also if this ayah is taken in the context of hereafter, then our beloved messenger will be rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so much that he will become happy. So it's in all respect, our beloved messenger, before he announced his nabuwa, he was a very pious merchant and people call him Sadiq and Amin. But as soon as he announced his nabuwa and risala and the Quran he started reciting in front of people, his life became very hard. So Allah is saying, do not worry, you will be victorious. Qul rabbi a'lamu man ja'a bil huda wa man huwa fi dalalim mubin. And again the ilm, the true ilm is that Allah knows whosoever is on the true path and whosoever is misguided. So this is for Rasulullah is on the true and the guided path, and the people who are against our beloved messenger is on the misguided path. وَمَا كُنْتَ تَرْجُو أَنْ يُلْقَى إِلَيْكَ الْكِتَابُ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً مِّن رَبِّكَ وَلَا تَكُونَنَّ زَهِيرًا لِلْكَافِرِينَ. And Rasulullah is not expecting that he will be chosen as a messenger or he is doing something to be it. It is Allah's mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him this book of Quran. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him this book of Quran, his own family members in Makkah, his own clan, become enemy of him. And Allah is again saying that whatever they are doing, you should not have any soft corner for them in a way that you started to come and try to say what they are doing, you know, it is okay. No. The truth is Quran. I gave you Quran. I will take care of you. Allah is saying, I will bring you victorious back in Makkah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what is going in the heart of our beloved messenger for his own family, because his own family is against him. His own uncle was against him. So Allah says, you should not be in any way, shape or form be helpful to them. Your job is to give this message to them. وَلَا يَسُدَّنَّكَ عَنْ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ بَعْدَ إِذْ أُنزِلَتْ إِلَيْكَ وَادْعُ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ وَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. And after these beautiful ayat of Qur'an has been recited to you and you know this Qur'an, you have to make sure that these people do not pressurize you. So you can say something and you can hide something. No. You have to present the message as it is. And this is the tactics of the leaders of Makkah, that they were pressurizing Rasulullah in a way that you give up something and we will enter into the fold of Islam. Allah says, no, my beloved messenger, you just give this message as it comes to you without any if and but from them. Don't worry about them. So this is again, Allah says, وَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. Do not be among the people who are doing shirk. This is not for our beloved messenger. This is a consolation for him, that I know my beloved messenger, Allah is saying that these people are using all kind of tactics to pressurize you. These people are spreading lies and fabrication against you. But you steadfast and I am with you. This is what Allah says in the next ayah. وَلَا تَدْعُ مَعَ اللَّهِ إِلَهًا آخَرَ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ كُلُّ شَيْءٍ حَالِقٌ إِلَّا وَجْهَهُ لَهُ الْحُكْمُ وَإِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. That there is no one you should call like you call Allah. You cannot call no one other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is no one worthy of worship other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La ilaha illahu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who will remain forever. Everything else will be destroyed. Kullu sha'in halikun illa wajha. Everything will be destroyed except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So do not do anything, because Allah is the one who will sustain. Allah is the one who will remain. And what? Lahul hukm. His order will always be on top. It is His order and authority that prevails. وَإِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. And you have to return back to Him. This ayah repeat again. وَآخِرُ دَعْوَانَا أَنِ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ.